What's up, everybody? This is Tab Terrestrial with Suplexus. I'm Suplexus, and today I'm gonna predict Clash in Paris, France. Now, this is the first video I've done in a little bit of time. Last one I did, my favorite things in wrestling, highly recommend. However, I also want to address I won't be making many videos coming up soon because I'm going back to school. So expect a Clash in Paris review tomorrow, immediately following the show. But afterwards, I won't have one for a bit of time, most likely. So another thing I want to address, this thumbnail right here. Normally, I throw on the wrestlers who are going to be on the show. I do something related to the theme. But today, since Roman's on the poster, I thought I'll kind of share this photo. It didn't look like this originally. I made it look a little bit like the art in the back. However, this was a photo I got with Roman Reigns in 2015. Like in March, right before WrestleMania 31. And it was, yeah, I've met him once and it was really special to me. If you've watched my channel, you know I think he's the greatest of all time for wrestling. So I just want to share that. But without further ado now, let's get into the prediction. So, opening Clash in Paris, I'm gonna predict that man himself in the picture, Roman Reigns, not me, Roman Reigns is gonna go one-on-one with Bronson Reed. This has been a feud over the Schulafala, where Bronson Reed stole Roman Reigns' shoes a couple of times, and they're going to go at it at Clash in Paris. So, where do I see this going? Quite simply, I am predicting Bronson Reed to pick up the win. I think this makes all the sense in the world. You got War Games coming up. If you want to get heat behind the Vision, which is Seth Rollins' faction, you're going to want Bronson Reed to win the match. So, I'm predicting it for that reason, and also Roman Reigns, right? He's on a part-time schedule, and like he held the title for over 1,000 days, ran through a laundry list of legends, but now it's his time to give back, in my opinion. So there's no bigger way to give back than to give Bronson Reed a win at Clash in Paris. He could get this win, be seen as a monster heel if the henchmen of Seth Rollins' faction just to beat Roman Reigns fair and square. What else could they do? That's the way I'm seeing it. So I'm expecting this to be a good match. I am picking Bronson Reed to get the win. So the next one was just announced last night. It is going to be the Street Profits challenging the White Six for not the SmackDown tag titles, the WWE tag titles. So for this match, I'm not a big fan of it. I think they should have gone the route of Miz and Carmelo fighting them, because then you'd have two interesting things either way in the outcome of the match. You could either have the Miz and Carmelo turn on each other after they lose, or you could have them win the titles and become unlikely champions. But they went with the Street Profits. I'm not particularly excited for this. I think this spot should have been given to AJ Styles and Dominic, because WWE, they're all about viral moments. How many views could we get on this? How many comments could we get on that? There's no bigger way to do it than having AJ Styles in France Ile Vermont, Ile Vermont, Ile Vermont for no one, no. You know that chant from Backlash Rants. Well, yeah, that confused me. And Dominic, he's very popular. I especially like Dominic. But yeah, it confuses me a bit why these made it to the show. Because the tag titles are being defended on Clash in Paris, I'm gonna predict the Street Profits are gonna walk out the new WWE Tag Team Champions, and we'll see where they go from there. It might be Miz and Carmelo Hayes still challenging. We'll have to see though. So, up next, we are gonna do the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, where Becky Lynch is defending against Nikki Bella. This is a match I am not interested in at all. To me, I said it in the SummerSlam review, I'll say it again. Becky Lynch should have lost the title to Lyra Valkyria. The purpose of this title reign should have been to put over Lyra Valkyria, but now Lyra can't fight her anymore even. And, I know Lyra is slightly involved in what's going on with Bayley, but it's nothing crazy. So, I really think they should just given Lyra the championship at SummerSlam. But, what could we do now? Becky's feuding with Nikki. All the promos you've had. I know some people, it's for some people. Some people enjoy it. I find it cringe. I find their promos very forced, very cringe. Like Becky Lynch reacting the way she does, she over-exaggerates in my opinion. Nikki Bella, nothing sounds legit out of her mouth. So, I'm not excited for this. I'm just gonna say Becky Lynch retains because that's what makes sense. And it's a shame that this is the only women's match on the card. They could have picked anything, and they picked this. I much rather would have seen Stephanie Vaquer fight someone for the women's world title, which they're dragging to WrestlePalooza. So, what could you do? The next match I'll be predicting is Logan Paul versus John Cena. Yeah, Mr. You Can't See Me. So, in this one, I've had trouble saying who's going to win. Like, on one hand, John Cena shouldn't be losing to someone like Logan Paul. Like, it doesn't make sense, and he should get a win coming out of SummerSlam where he dropped the title to Cody Rhodes. On another side, I could see Brock Lesnar making himself known and making John Cena lose the match. I'm gonna go with the John Cena winning. Is the safer option. It's a safer pick. I'm gonna play it safe. I said safe quite a bit, and I just did again. John Cena wins, and most likely after the match, we will see we will see Brock Lesnar make himself known, and he'll probably F5 John Cena or something of that kind. So, the second to last match that we got in this video is Sheamus versus Rusev in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. In the word good old-fashioned, in old, there's an OD. It's not old, it's old. Good old-fashioned. I'll save my current jokes now. So, for this one, this is also a toss-up, much like the John Cena-Logan Paul match. I'm gonna pick Rusev to win, because I think he needs some momentum more. everybody kind of already respects Sheamus. They know what Sheamus is capable of. It seems like still WWE has to reteach us who Rusev is and what Rusev wants. We know what Sheamus wants. Sheamus wants the IC title. We know who Sheamus is. Sheamus is a nice guy until you get in the ring and he batters you. Who is Rusev? I don't know yet. So they gotta have Rusev get a win, really make a statement, really build him up, really let us know what he's all about. Because in my opinion, they failed a little bit to do that. It's becoming a little better now, but there's still work to do. So I'm gonna give this to Rusev. Then we got the Fatal 4-Way match. What I think will be the main event. Seth Rollins defending against LA Knight. Yeah. CM Punk. And Jey Uso. So, yeet. This is very predictable. Just Seth Rollins is going to win. With the announcement of WrestlePalooza, I see him fighting CM Punk at that show to get a big world title match for the first show on ESPN. So, I think Seth wins. Punk gets screwed, just like he did at SummerSlam. He gets screwed. That's what Drew McIntyre would say it. Punk gets screwed. And, yeah, Seth Rollins retains. Nothing really more to be said with that. I think eventually we will get Roman Reigns fighting Seth Rollins. When will that happen? I would like it to be Survivor Series, where we could do 13 years of the Shield. That's just me. World Heavyweight title, Seth Roman, Survivor Series, 13-year anniversary. Good stuff. So, those are my thoughts and predictions for Clash in Paris. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know who is going to win the 4-way. Is Brock Lesnar going to show up? What do you think the card is going to look like for WrestlePalooza? Tell me that in the comments below. This has been Suplexus. I will see you after Clash in Paris, and most importantly, have a good one.